Today on Florida Sportsman Best Boat. If you're addicted to sight fishing the flats, but can't resist cruising the beach in search of tarpon and cobia, we'll be taking a look at the Piranha F2000, a flats boat with an overall length of 19 feet 6 inches, a beam of 7 feet 8 inches, and max horsepower rating of 150. Standout features on the Piranha F2000. Wide gunnels allow anglers to move quickly and effortlessly from one end of the boat to the other, which can be crucial when fighting less than cooperative fish. Having live wells that provide a constant supply of oxygenated water to live baits is key for a stress-free day of fishing. A poling platform doubles as an excellent place to fish and sight from, giving those perched on top maximum visibility to spot Florida Sportsman Best Boat. Join our hosts George Labonte and Rick Riles as they take a closer look at the Piranha F2000. Representing the flats boat category, the Piranha F2000 has an overall length of 19 feet 6 inches, a beam of 7 feet 8 inches, and a max horsepower rating of 150. Designed to float shallow and run over open water, she has a draft of 8 inches, a dead rise of 7 degrees, a dry weight of 1,250 pounds, and a fuel capacity of 30 gallons. Now, let's hear more from our hosts, George Labonte and Rick Riles.
George, we're on the Piranha F2000, and I'm not necessarily a flats boat expert, but I know what I like. This boat sits perfectly in the water with a great attitude. And let me tell you something, as much as it shines on the flats, it takes into the account the fact that you have to get there.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not always calm when you get there.
This boat has the deck profile of a flats boat, but in a much bigger boat, okay? This boat will get you up in a shallow water. It only drafts 7 inches of water, but at the same time, if you want to put a bunch of people on the boat, you want a lot of stability and you want to run in some choppy water, this thing has got you covered.
You've got plenty of room to fish, two up here, one off the stern, and you running the boat.
Oh, absolutely. This boat satisfies the needs of a guy that wants that deck profile, but wants it in a bigger boat.
It doesn't even surprise me anymore when I see them offshore.
Yeah, well, you'll see them running the beach in South Florida every day in the summertime, looking for tarpon, looking for cobia.
George, I don't know a ton about flats boats, but I know one thing. I like this toe kick right here that separates the end of the boat from the start of the water.
Absolutely, Rick.
Well, we know we can fish two people up here.
Easily.
Okay.
Take a look at this hatch, too. There's a really big hatch here. You can fit a lot of stuff inside of it. This is the whole deck underneath here. You've got tons of room.
One of the things that more beam gives you is plenty of room for wider gunnels. It's vital in shallow water that you be able to chase a fish up and down the boat without having to step down into the cockpit.
Absolutely, and these gunnels, Rick, are plenty wide enough for either one of us to go up and down without fear of falling out of the boat.
I love the fact that this console is so small, plenty of room to walk alongside of it.
Tons of room, Rick, and you know what I like? This console is exactly as big as it needs to be. Everything you need to put on it will fit on it. There's a seat in front with a live well. Actually, there's a seat in front with a drink box that can be plumbed for a live well. The dash panel right here, all your gauges, switches, everything fits right there, and your multifunction display also. I mean, it's basically just big enough, everything works, and it's not taking up extra space.
Well, I said I had not spent a lot of time on a flats boat, but I have spent enough time to step down off that platform and break a rod or bust a handle off a reel by hitting it with my shin along here.
Back to those wide gunnels there. The wide gunnel sticks out. There's that flare in the boat. They hide up there nicely. You're not going to trip on it, pull your shoelace out on it. Now, Rick, take a look at the size of this seat right here. That's a bench seat for 3 big guys right here. I mean, easily 3 people across the middle.
Absolutely, and because the boat is built like it is, George, you put one person up front on that seat. I'm telling you, we've got a 4-man flats boat that drafts in 8 to 10 inches of water. You don't see that very often.
Let me point out this too. There's a little tackle center right here. You've got 3 tackle trays that you can fit right inside there. Store some of your gear right here below your feet. But let's take a look back here. There's a lot going on back here in this back deck. Rick, this deck space right here is really well utilized, okay? Let me point out a couple of things to you. First, you've got 3 boxes back here that's really your working stuff. There's a 45-gallon live well right there under your feet. There's another 20-gallon live well in the center, and then equal to the 45-gallon well, there's a spot right here to store things. All of them are insulated.
And let me tell you, back here, this has got to be a sight fisherman's dream.
You know it, Rick. This is a huge platform. I mean, look at how much real estate there is right here. But what I like about this platform, it's big enough to securely stand on, walk around on. Most importantly, the vision that you're going to have when you stand up there. If you've got a trolling motor mounted on this boat and you're running it with a key fob, standing up there, leaning your back up against this backrest, you can see the world from up on top of this
It's
thing.
no different theory than a tuna tower is.
It's only max rated for 150 horsepower, Rick. The owner recommends a 115, and I have to agree with him 100%. I can't even believe that 115 pushes this boat as well as it does. This thing jumps out of the hole, no problem. It'll go over 40 miles an hour. This is a great big platform in the flats boat style.
The idea is to be able to get to the flat, which it can certainly do, and still fish on the flat. If that's the kind of boat you're looking for, my goodness, this Piranha 2000 would be hard to beat.
I agree.